What's going on, everybody? Top 10 Pokemon back, and once again I am bringing you yet another fantastic top 10 video. Today we will be revisiting the top 10 most expensive cards from the Celebration set. More specifically, we'll be comparing last year's graded card prices when this set first came out to the graded prices of the cards nowadays. But we'll also be including this time around not only PSA graded cards, but BGS and CGC cards as well. And folks, I have done a lot of research on this video, and let me tell you what, I think you are going to be truly and utterly shocked at the pretty steep decline of the graded card prices from this set over the past year. Folks, you know the spiel. Please be a subscriber, please like the video, and please use my eBay affiliate link in the description below to support the channel. I would really appreciate that. Now, before we get into the top 10 most expensive sales that I could find, let's go over what the sealed product costs nowadays. So last year, you could get a sealed Elite Trainer box for around $50 to $60. Nowadays, not too much of an increase. You can still nab yourself one of these bad boys for around $70 on eBay. And what about the Ultra Premium Collection boxes, you ask? Well, you can pick one up nowadays, buy it now for about $330. When about a year ago, they were going for anywhere between $200 and $250. So last year, the Gold Star Umbreon reigned supreme as it was the #1 most expensive sale from the set. Will we have a repeat performance this year? Let's take a look. Starting out with the number 10 most expensive sale in recent times is this Dark Gyarados. Now, 1 year ago, this is where it gets real interesting, folks. 1 year ago, a PSA 10 copy of this card was selling in auction for about $510. Nowadays, it's about 90% off, selling in auction for around $50 instead. But it's also worth noting that a perfect CGC 10 copy of this card sells for around $165. The number 9 most expensive sale from Celebrations is the holographic Venusaur. Now, a PSA 10 copy of this card sells for around the same price as the Dark Gyarados, selling for around $51 in auction. But once again, if you can nab a CGC 10 Perfect example, you're talking around $176 for this card. The number 8 most expensive sale from Celebrations is this Rockets Zapdos. Now, as a PSA 10, only sells for about $33. But I think you're seeing a pattern here because a CGC 10 Perfect copy will cost you around $182.50. The number 7 most expensive card is the Gold Pikachu V from the Ultra Premium Collection box. This card as a PSA 10 has recently sold in auction for $187.50. Now, this was one of 4 gold cards you got from the Ultra Premium Collection. The number 6 most expensive sale is this Black Star promo Pikachu VMAX, as a CGC 10 Perfect will cost you around $217.50. Not too many of the promo cards from this set maintain big numbers, but this Pikachu VMAX did, so long as you got a perfect example. Getting down to the final 5 most expensive cards, ironically, this card was the number 5 most expensive last year. It is the Gold Mew card that in PSA 10 last year was selling for $455. A PSA 10 copy nowadays sells in auction for around $107. But if you can manage to obtain a BGS 10 Pristine version of this card, you're talking about $350, which isn't as bad as the PSA example, as last year it was selling for about $560. The number 4 most expensive sale, this is where it starts to really get sickening, folks, is this holographic Blastoise that last year was selling as a PSA 10 for $726. This year we saw a significant decrease in value as a PSA 10 copy sells for around $91. But you can get pretty close to last year's value if you can manage to nab a CGC 10 Perfect example of this card, as that one sells for about $690. Coming in 3rd place is the Gold Star Umbreon. Umbreon did not make the number 1 spot this year, as nowadays a PSA 10 copy of this card sells for about $132.50, while a BGS 10 Pristine copy sells for about $255. Now here's where I'm going to knock your socks off, folks. A BGS 10 copy of this card last year was selling in auction for $1,825. So percentage-wise, I think we're looking at the biggest decrease of them all in the Gold Star Umbreon. However, a CGC 10 Perfect still sells nowadays for about $855. Coming in 2nd place is the Big Bad Charizard, where last year it sold as a PSA 10 for $1,800. Nowadays, this card sells in auction for about $280, while a BGS 10 Pristine copy sells for about $570, and a CGC 10 Perfect label costs about $920. Now folks, there were many fantastic reprints from Celebrations. Let's go over a few honorable mention sales. The PSA 10 Shining Magikarp sells for about $86. A Surfing Pikachu VMAX, about $51 in auction. The Lance's Charizard V Black Star promo sells for about $65. I noticed that when there's a trainer involved in a Charizard card, aside from maybe Blaine's Charizard, it doesn't sell for quite as much as the rest. It makes it a little bit less desirable, so it seems. The BGS 10 Luxray Level X sold for about $70 in auction, while a Flying Pikachu VMAX in PSA 10 sells for about $51, and a BGS 10 copy sells for a little bit more at $76. Last year, we saw the Birthday Pikachu card sell for $450. Nowadays, a BGS 10 example is only $96. Last year, the Gold Star Greninja from the Elite Trainer box sold as a PSA 10 for $922. Nowadays, this card will sell for about $109. Which brings me to the #1 most expensive sale that I could find in recent times. It is this Metal Charizard card from the Ultra Premium Collection box. This card was listed for $10,000, but had a best offer accepted price of $7,000, making this card the #1 most expensive in the set. Now, if we take a look at this Metal Pikachu card in PSA 10, last year we had a sale of $10,144. Now, mind you, there's only a population of 2 PSA 10 copies of this card because this and the Metal Charizard are no longer graded by PSA. I'm not sure if that's an indefinite thing or if they will end up grading them again, but that's why we haven't seen a sale since. There are only 2 Gem Mint copies, and if you're really itching to buy one nowadays, you're looking at about a $40,000 price tag on eBay. Thank you so much for watching, folks. What do you think of the tremendous decline in the prices of these graded Celebrations cards? I am looking forward to hearing from you. Let me know in the comments. Thanks again for watching, folks. I really appreciate it. That's all I got. I'll catch you in my next one.